Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chum, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbors jump, pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know him. He ain't thump, he just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too hard to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles on the ops gonna blow. They all in the sewers, the south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, on the floor to the slut to build with the pants on the got no paper, told him quit the pocket watching G's ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Got to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on the real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his youth. 53, I'm throwing up, they see the G and I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try love. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as seen this dance squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump fun. Boy, got a bump way, not fun. Boy, got a bump fun. I came in nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Broke. The juke gets him some running room.
Falcons versus Bills.
Until he's got a huge gain.
You know, I'm just doing me, man. I pressed random 5 times. That's how I be doing.
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They go play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. Third down, it's Penix. He's got a man left. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Bestuser, the hurry-up offense here. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense
What up,
staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
What up, baby? I know.
Trying for it with Penix. He's got it to his running back. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons drive 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. Come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's out the clear. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Powering across for the touchdown. The Bills finish up their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now the Bills will go for 2. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. Bass now to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying with Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another carry for Robinson. Juke the defender. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Robinson on the inside give. Has some space inside the 15. Is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Coup with the extra point. And the Falcons push their lead to 6. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. His return starts at the 5. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
No, they don't give a fuck about me. I promise I'll be happy alone.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Okay, and the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I'll tell you what, anytime we get to see this safety display his range, it's a thing of beauty, not just in the passing game, but look at him navigating all that traffic downhill and applying the hit to stick it behind the line.
He finds Kincaid. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing with a blitz on the way.
Uh-oh.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, Allen.
Let's go, man.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive.
Yeah.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Working quickly here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks.
And
he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. That throw intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Penix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Ball at the 33 for first down.
What up, Chet? Yeah, I like this subscribe, really.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Throw reeled in by London. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10, or under Robinson. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Buffalo calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Bronk. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Penix working from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons bump the lead up to 13 points. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got blackjack on the clock, not a ton of time to use before halftime. Allen now on first down. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He breaks the tackle, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Allen on third and short. Gets this to Kincaid. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll run here on first down. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shakir in motion right. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 37. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. Allen to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Cut near the goal line. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run, and how about this? It brings up 4th and goal from the 1. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown. So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2. And he reaches the end zone. That conversion cuts the lead down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Penix now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack. See the pass, time up your hip, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He'll throw it. They did it! He made the interception! And the Bills have some new life in the 4th! And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running it on a drive, it's because the defense is just waiting for you to throw it. And that's where they're prepared at the time. Sure enough, it's not a rush that dooms them, but a pass and an interception.
First down throw for Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
From the 46. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down. Back to throw. Into traffic, complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
At the Falcon 17-yard line.
Setting up to pass. The throw is caught. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2. Here he is to throw. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, it feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready, right. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, and 3 conversions, that's job well done.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
A bit of desperation. Big gain downfield. At the 20. Gets the 10. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock.